coming out with it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Owls offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Calls his own number. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Here we go. Grabbed in backfield. It's Bermudez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on stage?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the catch. It's Chase. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Wants to keep it in the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they're trusting this transfer senior quarterback to get things going. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. He wants to change this route. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. position, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making their situation really good on the next game.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as his defense makes a play.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fights off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got his man. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Hansen. Just ran over. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Peoples. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting the play.
to the ground with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Break.
3rd and 4.
Sweep, sweep. Everybody. 129. Ready, go.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Break. Here we go.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
692. Love it. Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Flying play action. Snagged in the middle. Picked up maybe 3 on the way at 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Running inside. It's Smith. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock and reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Ready?
Right back to the well. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Temple lining up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Still on his feet at the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's back. Quick completion on the out route. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the left. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on. They came second.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Booster!
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab ready for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Back to pass, it's Beck. The short hand, it's Hansen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23?
adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The run inside. It's Peoples. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Man to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and wide. Oh, they block it. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. We'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's Smith.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, now they're finding out about him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Bully ball on third and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Sends it back in motion. Got it working for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it on first down. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Gives it on the option. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Steps away to find some room. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Using his legs, it's Hansen. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Third and 6 yards to go. Keep it on the ground. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. We've reached a break and Penn State is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go. The team can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as...
Going deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Go!
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. It's Beck. It's complete to the right. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
Square. Ready, go.
Off play action on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's second and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. The incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Go.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Nittany Lions getting set on first and 10.
Ready to go.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He might want another play.
Line 14. Go.
Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, here's Peoples. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. And after yet another third down conversion, they've got it first and goal.
Ready, go.
Peoples again. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Whistle sounds when they get the timeout call just before the delay of game. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Ready, go.
They'll run it with James Peoples. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try to run with Peoples. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always just a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. pick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Here's the big dangerous tight end, Terrence Carter. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end. Second and inches. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, let's settle in. We're good. We got this.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12 when somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast.
Unloads it downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. And the Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So Oklahoma's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially the...
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Here's a heat. He wants to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Yeah, this is a running back hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The run inside. It's Sticky. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can make, you can play touch football in the elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. This offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the run.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Pumps it downfield. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down comes. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. shot here on 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Got it. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the 1st down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Mateer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. There's some room. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Connection to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators called drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Might be calling a hot route. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's tackled tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Back's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown going by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
We've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Get off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach coming out of the locker room. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the 3rd quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves in front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the 3rd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down, but they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting it 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the run, it's Walker. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
As a defense, you're like, well, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it. You get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They feed him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
And he's got more. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Have to put that first down behind them. It's second and goal from the 11. Quick strike complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so...
The short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area, like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on them, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and proved it right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute these points on it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got it beat down in bounds.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. The snap sets up the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. play-action fake. They get to him as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Running inside. It's sticky. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. The option, he'll keep it. Makes it past the marker. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
Trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it inches away from the touchdown.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th. Coming out of the end zone. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers were playing zone, playing their spaces, and they forced the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they went up front.
To the air, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. You already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. The defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
looking downfield to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Rifles it down the middle. There he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive going.
And this offense has really struggled, and the only play they've made is to him out wide. So I understand why they're going back to him, but they've got to find something to get kick-started, to get moving, to get grooving. They've really, really struggled outside of the one play to that receiver out wide.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the field.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Mateer. Behind his tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Looking left. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got his man on the right. Strong, firm tackle.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
It's in the game.
returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find room for the big play. It'll be stopped after a short return as a coverage unit right on top of it. The Sooners offense will have the football first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything. Ask of a tight end.
Great, here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Under fire. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered. Man zone, that's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Snagged in the middle. It's a technique. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast at Big 12 play.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard, we're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They they were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Through the air, it's Mateer. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you start the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And man, Texas Tech a year ago, they made a conscious decision to go get big dudes that can hunt. And you saw all those guys go highly in the NFL draft last year. We don't have enough time, Jesse, to name them all, but they're starting to figure out that the trenches win, and that's where they're making their investments in the offseason.
And that's where their GM, James Blanchard, has been focusing his attention, right? He is writing big checks to really good portal players to stock this D-line because that's what won them the Big 12 championship and got them into the playoff a year ago. So he got that checkbook out. He found the best players around the country, and he's brought them right back into Lubbock.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pressure coming. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
break up this drive with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Tommy, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. At the 45 on his way. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Here we go, ready. Wide 53, wide 53.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. First and goal for the offense.
Ready? Boys, ready, go!
Quarterback sneak. Stopped in his tracks and now have to try it again. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock and they use their second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the D deny them on second and goal? Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And some penalties you just can't take. Delay of game, that's right at the top of the list. Second and goal. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And stress levels have to have spiked after a delay of game backs you up for another second and goal. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown Sooners! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
From inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. To the air, it's Hammond. They get to him as he throws. Got a man, it's Simmons. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit.
Makes the grab in their space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. 2 set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to go right back downfield. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Sooners will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Swing momentum, and the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coming out of the locker room in the half, the Red Raiders head coach told me they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver hits the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Throws it deep. It's him inside the 20, still going. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's all the way down to the 3, showing it all on that run.
And how about this drive this offense has put together? And you're kind of backed up. You just want to get some good field position. Now they've converted the sticks, moved the ball down the field, now set up first and goal, a chance to continue their physicality.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it. I mean, obviously, it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. It's third and goal and third and long. He wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster outline. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
some room to work. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Finding an escape route. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Sooners head quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Might as well stick with it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Hand off from the gun. Here's a little room there. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final run. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Go, go!
Give to the back. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down.
Go, go!
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. On the move from inside his spot. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Louisiana Tech's offense on the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes the junior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground.
Flip, flip, flip. 20 and 29 bounce. 20 and 20. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 80. Go, go. Ready, go. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. And they swarm him under.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Hauls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The LSU Tigers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff, Caden Durham. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Escapes the pressure to his right. Rolling on the run. Oh, and he toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
LSU lining up first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Big guy smells it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend the short field from the start after that penalty. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Fenley. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other. If they're passing off in coverage, you can't let that guy be that wide open.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football, and you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quick.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, scat it up, and score points for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
The Tigers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Inside. It's Durham. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers. And this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Caden Durham. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. To the air, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Tigers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Number 20, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Ready? Where did he go? Go!
The give on the counter. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Pulls it in. It's Finley. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Fires to the wideout. Grab over the middle. It's Wilkerson. He gets it to the 41-yard line. A big play for this offense. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the sweet willing catch. Plenty to give them a 1st down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Slithers into space. There he goes. He's inside the 40, the 20, Touchdown, Tigers.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Miller. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up defense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Baker. Going for it all. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pours on. What a tremendous grab. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every...
He's got it inside the 15.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, and try to come out with their hair on fire and win this second half.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he'll bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again, or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Durham. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first down. Wilson open on the right side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Eagle! Go!
He goes right back to the air. Fires to the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Durham. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 13 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Sooners getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Ruston. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
LSU's head coach told me at the half he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The give to Caden Durham. Launches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And a sack all the way back to the 5.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Blue 85! Blue 85!
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Nat! Soph! Hammer! Wide to the end!
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. LSU quick to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Backward brought down to the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
Ready? 88, go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Takes his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The RPO, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle that gets him down to number 37. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Baker. That's caught. It's Miller. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Miller. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. 6th play of the drive coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Got him looking for the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They fought their way all the way back into one possession game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Running inside. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
To throw, it's Levin. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Clement. Fires to the right. Over to the right side, that's Wilson. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
29. Replace. Push. Phenom. Escape.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The defense quickly calls the timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. 1:57 left.
And the corner getting in the mix. The little fella getting his second sack of the game. Defensive coordinator keeps dialing up these corner blitzes, and they keep hitting home.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play. Caden Durham again. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point was good.
Louisiana Tech, 21.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackle brought down to the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here in Layton that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back out of this one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and made a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
From the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback got it himself. Oh, he just held it. It's a fumble. And the defense got it.
Ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He's got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball. Job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Let's go!
Throw it. Say it. He's got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Ready? Go! Go, go!
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and is gone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they do have to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense, you better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the catch. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part. And then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
It's on target and complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play. Linebacker to make a touchdown.
The Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Offense changing the play. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but guys, who can play